my intrepid accomplice, I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk. No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy. Oh, very well. I can be a little cantankerous when I haven't had my caffeinoids. You have my apologies, and so forth. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. I picked you out of the hope for your talents, after all. It's only natural that others would gravitate toward you. That's odd. I'm at least 65% certain my tone was sufficiently sincere. Perhaps the glass is distorting my voice. Must look into that. Of course, I'll be here, as usual.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome. I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless, or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Remember that you are not.
Captain.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss-ball stick. I heard you the first time.
Now's not a good time.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want.
Whatever you heard? The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate... Felix Mill... See?
Huh? What that fella did to get the board so wild at him.
Customs and inspection. Right this way.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's...
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a bazoon. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in. A handful of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom. You sure you didn't just step off? There's no working with the board. Groundbreak. It's a delicate... They got...
The board wouldn't do that.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt. The fence. You'll find her in the resting... Make sure... He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Not that he... Sure. Be seeing you.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? I did. Still waiting to hear.
Hi there. What? This is... if you...
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at the cargo.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Very flavored center. Suck it, chew it. You can do the Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Are you listening to me? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest.
Something I can... No. If only my other The records say... She's not my patient. Take care.
Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates. Surgery mostly. Medical personnel. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. You...
I'm going. Understood. On my way. Sure. Coming over to you. All right? I'm going. You're a deft hand with a mag pick. No one saw me trip over that, right? You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
For the last Ratdodon rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. What? No, I didn't do it. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that... If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay. Let's just say things went sideways. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udam's deposit I'd spent. Udam Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things... Or I guess I should say...
Where are we headed?
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Anywhere. Let's just say she... So... Good luck.
Sorry. Oh.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Sugar gel flakes and purple berry flavored California. Now with 12% more crunch. Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka. After the rainbow.
You know, I got... Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastard.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hoth. Has something happened to my favorite? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? Oh, Alex. He was my dearest friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him. Ah, that's just like him. So, tell me. You're quite right, of course. Best not... Right, you're going important. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. You haven't read the posters? That's... well... Oh, I'm sorry. This is... Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organ. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but... I don't...
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to... I quite concur. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there any...
Good law! Who'd want to...
No. Emphatically no.
A luxury stateroom.
Ugh. Law, but it's miserable. My underarm... Chief Tennyson is supposed deplorable.
Ask away.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's... You sure saved my...
The good news came through the wireless. Looks... Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled the... But we can say I'm repaying the favor. She helped me win a bet. No such thing as a low-stakes bet in my book. We were on a smuggling run planet side when our... And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably... Yeah, but the important... You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full... Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a... So what's the plan?
Seeing people. Worst. It's not the worst unless it's worst.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you... Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardets, the crew, the engineers, their family. At ease. Nice to see an outsider. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's... Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going.
think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. My engineers have managed to keep the heat to livable levels, but all the fixes are temporary. Only the board. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. The board isn't helping. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned, and a heap. Good. Once you've obtained the parts...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapon. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury in Saltuna.
So what's the plan?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
Wonder what Junlei is up to. This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. And now for a special word from Chairman Rockwell.
Greetings, hard-working citizens of Halcyon. In these profitable times, we need only look to one another to find examples of honest labor and earnest work ethic. But there are those who cheat and swindle their way through life. It breaks my heart to see the fruits of your labor stolen by these vagabonds. One such man is Phineas Wells. The board unanimously decided that in the interests of protecting our best assets, that's you, we are substantially raising the reward for his arrest. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, do your civic duty and come forward. Until then, my friends, keep working and we'll keep paying you. Farewell.
This has been an official message from our hard-working chairman. Such an honor for all of our listeners. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
Well, I could use a breather.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Concerned citizens often ask why there aren't enough new faces in the Halcyon colony. We all want new neighbors from time to time. Our studies have shown that a controlled population is inversely proportional to consumer happiness. Fewer colonists means there's more paradise for the rest of us to enjoy. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury in Saltuna.
Ready when you are.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Reports from concerned supervisors indicate that rates of time theft are on the rise. We urge all of our listeners to remember that lack of productivity is not a victimless crime. Workers should be on the lookout for slacking and underperformance. Report anyone you suspect of time theft to your supervisor immediately. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or he'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning?
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psycho.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be...
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back. You don't just ask a king for a favor.
That'd be for me.
Red gave me a taste of...
But good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. He'll end up as crazy as he is.
Today's my birthday.
Oh, yeah? Fuck your birthday.
Crazy.
What was that?
That's the last of it.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
It's so... cozy.
You get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good...
We're not getting through.
I smite you in the name of the law! Down they go! Never anger a man of the cloth! That's the last of it. I'll keep quiet.
So cozy.
Got another complaint. Worms in their shrooms.
This is killing the soil.
My back sucks.
Get ready.
Got him!
What was that?
I'm gonna get in their face!
getting through.
Did I hear something? What was that? Nice hit! What's going on over there?
You're destined to die! That's the last of them.